Right guys, so today I'm going to be going into a few things that really get on my tits about my C63 AMG. Let's have it. Right, so first things first, what I don't like, I've actually had it all wrapped, but you see all this window trim here, it all comes standard as chrome, and it does with 90% of the AMG models that I was looking for. It was really hard to find one that didn't, but they didn't come with the right specs, so I had to get one and get it all wrapped, which was a pain because it is a really fiddly thing to get wrapped. So all them things being chrome just doesn't go with the car at all, and that's including this back strip here. I've had that wrapped in gloss black because it just, for me, on a white car, it doesn't go. I think on some darker cars it may go. It's not really my style, though. I prefer things being black and white. The next thing is down here on the grille there, I've got a gloss black grille put on, but actually, tell a lie, I've had that one sprayed because it was like this dull silver. I'll put a picture in the video of what it was like before. And same with this little lower lip here, that was the same silver. Now these 2 points on the car are the only places where it had this on, and it just doesn't go with anything else in the car. So I've had them, well, I've had the bottom part wrapped and then that's been sprayed gloss black, because again, I don't know why on a white car, why would you put silvery grey plastic on it? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so I've had that blacked up and now I much prefer how it looks, because at first, like, I did like how it looked, but I wasn't 100% happy with it, so it took me a couple of weeks to get things sorted out and then I got it done. But now I'm really in love with how the car looks. This next one is just well, the interior really. This piano black, gloss black, whatever you want to call it, finish on the console, really nice, but it's a cunt for fingerprints. And if you don't open this thing by using, like, doing that, the all this will be covered in finger marks, and it does your head in when some people just bang it down, you get fingerprints all over. So I keep a microfiber in the glove box here just to dust it down. I normally do it when I'm sat in traffic. I dust the fucking dust the thing off and clean the fingerprints off. But yeah, if you're a bit of a clean freak, don't go for the piano black one, go for that carbon one or whatever. Or there's like a wood effect one, which is quite nice. But yeah, this is a fingerprint magnet, this motherfucker. Right, I'm going to get into what is for me, this is the biggest bugbear about this car. It's not specific to the C63, I think it's just a typical, there's something generic with all Mercs of this era, unless they've changed it in the new models. I think they should have done. I'm not sure if anyone else even thinks it's an issue, but it does my nutting. So when you're cruising along, you put the cruise control on. So say you're on the motorway, 70 mile an hour, put the cruise control on, 70 mile an hour. Yeah, works fine. The problem you have is, if you then click that off and then you, for whatever reason, and then you come into a 50 mile an hour zone, it doesn't forget the previous one, it doesn't forget the 70 mile an hour one. So you'll like, oh right, I'm doing 50 mile an hour now between average speed cameras. I'll click that on, and it fucking puts its boot down to get up to 70 mile an hour. So, and I didn't want that, you know, I wanted to go at 50. It doesn't have like an overall reset. In my S4 it had like a total cancel, so you could totally cancel the last memory, and then, or you could have a resume, and you could resume it. All it wants you to do is have cruise control on constantly, and just click it up and down. You can go up in like ones or you can go up in fives, but it's still pretty shitty. I'll show you what I mean on here now. Right, so here we go. I'll put the cruise control on. That's cruise control set just now. So if I go up, it'll go up. That's just in singles, or I can put it up by 5 and it'll go up by 5s. It'll go back down to 55. So okay, I'm doing 55 now. I'll put it up to 70. Right, that's 70, so happy cruising along there, 70. I'll push that off now. Okay, so I've clicked that off like as much of a cancel as what you can do. So, okay, now I want a cruise control here again, so I'm back down to 55. I'll put my cruise control on. So bear in mind, this car's in front of me now and I want to just keep it at this speed. Put the cruise control on, bang, 70 mile an hour, puts the fucking foot down. So I have to cancel the thing again before I go in the back of a car in front. So there's no way to like do it like a forget, if that makes sense. What it's got is a resume button, it doesn't have an overall cancel button. And it should have a cancel. So yeah, there you go, it really does my tits in. The problem with this one is, there's nothing you can do about it, it's just something you have to be aware of. Right, so this next one, it's not actually that big of an issue to be honest, but what it is when you get onto your orange light, when your fuel runs out, most cars you have about 50 miles, and this is meant to be the same. So when the orange light comes on, you know you've got about 50 miles to go and find a fuel station. So it comes out, if you watch your miles, like you have nowhere near that. Like I had the other day, the orange light came on, I maybe did about 10-15 miles, wasn't even like fast driving, it wasn't anything like we'd be using loads of fuel or anything like that. As I was pulling into the fuel station, it gone onto the actual red light, started flashing at me. I'm thinking, holy shit, like I'm really going to run out of fuel here, and I've done nowhere near 50 miles. So it's one thing that I need to be aware of now. Like basically just when the orange light comes on, you want to be filling up before that. Yeah, you need to be aware of it. The only problem is you feel like you're always putting fucking fuel in the thing, but that's just something you've got to do, because if you get caught short, I reckon if I was on a motorway, that orange light came on and I just drove, it'd have been I'd have run out before the next services if I wasn't careful, definitely. And yes, that's something to watch out for. The 50 miles on the computer, fucking nowhere near. One thing that does you right in about owning this car is when people realise that you've got like a big engine V8, and they're like, oh, I bet that's good on fuel, I bet that costs you a few quid to run, I bet the fuel station loves you. Yeah, like you hear them all, but to be honest, I don't even think it's that bad. Like it's worse than like your normal car and all that. And when you if you jump in the car and pressing it everywhere, then yeah, it's going to be shite. But normal driving, I'm getting about normal cutting about the town and all that, my normal day-to-day stuff, I seem to be averaging about 22, 23 to the gallon, which I don't think that's that bad. If you're really giving it some and giving it a lick everywhere you go, you'll be in the teens. But then I did a long drive the other day on the motorway and all that, sat there just cruise controlling and all that, and I got 28. And out of the full tank, like normally a full tank of fuel I'm getting about 270. Is that right? Yeah, about 270, 280 miles. Yeah, 270 miles to a tank roughly. On a good run, you're getting somewhere in the region of 330 miles to a tank. And in England, it's about 77 quid to fill at the moment, depending on where you go. Thing is, it's more about that's a rant more about other people, really. You know, like I don't have a problem with the fueling, really. Yeah, it's shit, it could be better, but you can't have everything, can you? Here's another one. The fucking parking sensors and the parking system is fucking toilet. So rather than like any other system where you get close and it beeps, it gets fucking faster as you get closer, or louder, or a different tone as you're getting closer, anything like that. This thing, you've just got an LED on the front, and if you look in the rear view mirror as well, I'll show you in a sec, it's good how it has a repeater in the rear view mirror, but it's just an LED arrangement, so like the further across the LED bar is, the closer you are to the object. I know, shite. So only when you're really close and it thinks you're going to hit it does it start beeping. But like you'd want it from further back like from when you look at how close you actually are, when it starts beeping, like shit, that's quite close. Like obviously it's going to step in eventually. And the rear view camera, given that's pretty good. It's pretty good quality camera. And the when you turn the wheel, it has that little angle thing on it, and it's got a little white line, so you know where the back of the car is. So that's not the issue. It's the parking system itself is just pretty shit. And it's got that park itself thing, you know, for parallel parking. I went to use it once, and everyone's got their own way on how they park the car, how they do a parallel park. And it was weird for it to do a different, like, you know, I wouldn't have done what it wanted to do, so I was like, no, I'm stepping in, and then I didn't like it, so I've not used that function properly. I'm sure it probably would park it alright, but I didn't like out the angle it was going in. There was a few cars kicking about and all that. I thought, I can see this fucking up on me here, so I need to test that again properly. But either way, I'd be shitting myself to do it. So yeah, parking sensors. So here we go, here's a gate. So if I go and I'm driving close to the gate, the sensors, that's the little thing there. So it's not picked it up yet. Right, so there we go, it's just starting to pick up. I'm fucking pretty close to the thing now. Bit closer. Like that's as close as you want to be to the fucking gate, right? There. So that's when it starts beeping. I'm fucking on top of it. But I do like when you go into reverse, if you was doing this reverse, that little point there, they light up with the same as that, like the mirror it. So reverse back of the way. There you go. So there's just two lines on that there because there's sod all behind us, but they would do the same exact effect. So it does beep at least, but I would sooner it start progressively doing a bit like the Audi system. So onto the camera, so it's got this, tells you where you're gonna go in the yellow lines there. The white lines is just the straight, and that red line at the bottom. In the video I said it was a white line to red line, but that's basically where your bumper's gonna be. So that's pretty cool. You can change the view as well if you wanna prick about with that. You can make it like go rounded so you can see from like a 3D type view, but I'll just leave it on that. So yeah, it might sound like I'm ranting about the car a little bit, but I do love the thing. I wouldn't have kept it if I didn't like it, and the benefits of the car and the good things about the car totally outweigh these daft little things that do my head in, and probably don't even do for most people's head in. It's just me being picky. So yeah, there you are. If you like the video, I'm going to be doing a few more. So like, comment, share, subscribe.
Faded.